Hello.
What's up, Niall? All right, man. Just wait for Marcus to get in here. Yeah. Yeah. He probably got to add the video. What's up? What's up? Jarvis, Marcus, totally unclear. 11 a.m. in the morning. Marcus, how you feeling today? Yeah, bro. Yo, where you at? Where you at, bro?
I'm trying to get adjusted. I didn't realize we were starting.
You always adjusted stuff, man.
That's a good countdown.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm trying to adjust and get things set up here on this morning, but I mean,
that's what's up. It's a beautiful morning, man. It's a beautiful morning. It's nice, extra hot, extra humid. Summertime. That's how we like it.
Yeah.
Not all of us. Don't seem like
no, not all of us. No,
like
I'm not.
Listen, man. I know that AC bill must be high right now for a lot of people.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? I run the AC all year. I don't turn it off. Ooh. It's just part of my life. It's just there.
How you doing, man? How was the weekend?
Pretty good. Hectic. You know, a lot of activities taking place, but can't complain.
Okay, that's what's up.
So, I want to start by reading a story.
Ooh,
story time with Mr. Marques.
All right, kids, gather around.
Well, no, we want the kids here for this one.
Oh, we don't? Never mind.
No, we want the kids here for this one.
Don't back up.
Oh, wait, hold on a second, though. Before you get started, though, yes, sir! You know the vibes. Marques, Jarvis, totally unclear. Wednesday morning, not Tuesday morning. Now we can officially begin.
Okay.
That felt right. All right, so I came across this story, and I just kind of want you just to react to this. This is one of the. I mean, it's 2020. This is one of the wildest things I've heard this year.
Okay.
Came across this on Twitter. Okay, I'm just gonna read from the top.
All right.
Y'all, guess it's including all of us. My girlfriend lives in the Hamptons, and her 20-year-old son has been living with them since March because of COVID. He's a junior going back to school. She was cleaning out his room and found $100,000 in cash. They went through the whole, it must be drugs, or he must have stolen it. But nah. Are you ready?
Ready.
We weren't ready. His father forced him to tell the truth, said he was calling the cops and would turn the money in. His son confessed that in early April, he struck up a conversation with a rich older woman at a local sandwich and seafood shop about how he had tested negative and was relieved to be staying on the island out of the city. He said she paid for her large order in all 100s and then asked him if he needed to make some money for the summer. She and her friends were looking for a young man to help out who was negative for COVID. Long story short, he was smashing the rich older ladies for cash. Basically, he was the Hamptons hoe and raised all the cash, $5K a pop, from April to August, and my friend is devastated. He was a whole Patrick Dempsey out here. They did a whole movie about this. And she's returning every single dollar and he gets nothing, and he's going back to school pinless. And she's never going to discuss this again. Now, as a parent, your son
right
sets up a whole situation. $100K. Do you make him return it?
No, he earned that money. He earned the money. I'm not gonna make him return it. Look, I'm not gonna be happy that he had to get the money that way. You know what I mean? It's not. I wouldn't call that an ideal situation to get that money. But I mean, you got to give him some ingenuity. You know what I mean? Look, he saw a situation, he saw an opportunity, and went about making some money at it. You know, he ain't hurt anybody in a sense to get the money.
Right.
You know, I mean, look, he had a situation there. He had a little situation. He did his thing, made his money.
Yeah.
I mean, and the fact that he saved it, the fact that he saved up all the money and just blow it.
Yeah.
You figure most kids would have just been burning through the money all summer.
Oh, absolutely. They would have had a whole trail of the spend. They would have bought nice cars, jewelry,
clothes,
going to the club every weekend. Like the fact that he saved that money.
I'm more impressed with that. The fact that he saved all that money.
Yeah, was he using it for his education? Is that what he's doing? Was that the plan?
Listen,
was he having a COVID relief fund? We don't know.
Does it matter?
No.
Look, he just saved $100,000 in a few months, man.
And I want to go back to the original point. He definitely earned that money because we all have the fantasy in our head of the cougar and that's not how it always is. There could be some wrinkly old prune that he had to deal with.
Right.
These girls weren't these probably weren't like Holly Berries and Sofia Vergara and women like that. There's probably Betty White's types. Old, just wrinkly, the Golden Girls just lined up in a row.
Oh, you say he
this could have been that.
He
probably had to put us in overtime. I'm guaranteed it had to be overtime. I mean, listen, man, this is tough because morally, I would not want my son to be a prostitute.
Right. I hear you.
That's not exactly the path I want him to go down. But in a way, it's kind of ambitious. I mean, it's kind of listen, if you were 22 years old,
mm-hmm.
and this is going to be kind of the theme of this first half hour of the show, because we're going to go talk about something else that could be borderline hypocritical also. If you were 22 years old and you're living in the Hamptons for a summer and you have this opportunity, I'm not saying you jump at it, but it's something you heavily consider.
No doubt.
You're going to pay me $5K a week to just for 15 minutes work?
Yeah, I'm
not even 15 minutes. Yeah, not even maybe 10 minutes work.
We made that a couple of things around the house.
Yeah, like that's cool too. I'll vacuum after. You want to make you a sandwich? I can do that. I'll make you a mean lunch meat sandwich after this.
Yeah, but then we always see this is the road we always go down, and we have to flip it. If that was your daughter, how would you feel? Would you feel the same way?
This is the age old. This is the age old thing. This is You're right. You're right.
Like a son, our boy, yeah, we pat him on the back, give him a high five, good job.
Right.
Way to be a genius. Way to use your brain. But if it's a female doing the same thing, what's the difference? There isn't any.
There's no difference.
There is no difference. And the fact that a female would save all that money up to do something with it the same way, you got to be proud of that aspect of it. Like you said, my son and my daughter, morally, I'm not happy that you went that route.
No.
I'm not happy that you went that route.
Not the career path I picked for you.
Right. But, and here's my thing. I don't think this is going to be a future career.
This she dances go. It don't make her a hoe, no.
Exactly. Like, I don't think if you do this one time this summer, now also you're trying to do this every summer, or you're a stripper now, or whatever. No. Or a prostitute. I don't think you're going that route, but the fact that you saw an opportunity, you took advantage of it, that's a lot of money to make in a short amount of time, and you saved it all. You got to get props for that, male or female.
Yeah, I mean, even like, listen, I would be like, I'm not going to sit here in front. My energy would be different if it was my daughter. But regardless of the scenario, I would not make them give the money back.
No. Oh,
I think that's fair. I think the money is theirs. It's a different energy, but the money is definitely theirs.
Right.
I mean, listen, no, that's not true. I'm not going to say that. I think my energy is the same. I'm not happy either way. Like, I'm not going to be like, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Either way, I'm not doing that. That's not my energy. I'm more, but like, you know what it is too? Because like, this is a deeper issue because guys and men and women look at sex differently, especially at that age. So like, I would be more concerned for her emotional state. Like for men at that age, most men, I'm not going to generalize say all men, but most men, sex is not an emotional thing at 22. It's like, I would say for women, sex is pizza. For men, sex is water.
I disagree. I agree with that, except on the fact that if your partner is an older person, if you're in your 20s and your partner's in their 60s or 70s, I don't think a female has any emotional attachment to that either. I'm about to get paid, so I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get paid.
Yeah, right. But I'm still like, I'm talking about the way you react to things, like the way, like guys are much more inclined to just have sex and like be cool and move on than women are.
Right. Like I said,
that's what I mean. It doesn't matter
I agree with that.
The partner is.
I think it's different. I think if your partner's an old beat up dude, she ain't got no.
Trying to get through it.
Yeah, she ain't got no emotional attachment. Look, I'm here to do a job, and I'm about to get paid for my job. I push that to the back of my mind.
Yeah.
I'm here to do work.
Right.
I don't think it affects in that way, male or female.
Well, I think we're both kind of on the same page. The money should stay.
Absolutely.
So speaking of controversies and this type of energy, Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B released a song on Friday that has the world on fire right now.
Yeah,
a lot of different opinions.
Yeah.
And a video to go with it. The song is called WAP. First of all, this drives me crazy. It's spelled W-A-P, but there's people out there pronouncing it WAP.
Right.
No, it's WAP. Like, just sound it out for number one, if you're struggling with this. And then number two, would you call rap? It's rap, R-A-P. So what rhymes with rap? WAP.
Yeah, they want that H in there after the W.
Yeah, there's no WAP. So anyway, they released a song on Friday, and it was interesting. So like I hit play, and the first like 30 seconds I was like, whoa. Like it made me, I'm gonna be honest, my first reaction I was a little uncomfortable. Then in that same vein, it was like I thought about myself at 16 and 17 and what I was listening to.
Right.
I grew up at 16, 17, I grew up like a pioneer of this type of hip hop was Lil' Kim. Like I was Lil Kim, Foxy, Trina. Like I grew up on that. So like it was interesting for me to have that reaction. Like I was like, whoa, this is crazy. But then thinking back to like the hardcore album and like, Trina and all those acts that like had similar, music.
Mm-hmm.
But it was different looking at it from like a parent's perspective of like, yo, they really get after it. WAP, for those, by the way, who don't know, is an acronym. It's not a word. It's an acronym that stands for Wet Kitty Cats. So if you're confused by that, maybe you just go to the internet and look it up, or you're just old. But like, listen, again, you go back to that double standard of how it's looked at, and it's crazy because with a pioneer Lil Kim was, those stereotypes are still being fought today. Like how it's like with women talking about sex and men.
Right.
Like if men came out with a song like that, if you had like Drake and Lil Baby get on a song and do a song like this, it wouldn't be a big deal. But the fact that it's Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B, it's like it's got a very controversial opinion to it. Like, do I want my like 10-year-old listening to this? No, but I still can recognize. I think it's a great song, and like I don't think it's anything wrong with adults talk about this stuff and doing it in a way in a constructive way. Like we should be talking about this stuff, and like there should be songs out there like this. I don't think it's bad. I just think
there's songs out there like this.
Yeah,
this isn't anything new. Foxy Brown before Lil Kim. You know what I mean? Like this stuff has been going on forever, but it's the major double standard that a guy can do it and it's fine, it's praised, it's looked at as cool, great song, but a woman does it and there's an issue. I think a lot of it too is people already look at Cardi B maybe and Megan Thee Stallion as dirty girls already.
Oh yeah.
So to put out a song like that, that just reinforced it for them that they're that type of way. But a guy like Biggie, you didn't look at as a dirty dude in that way. He's a little fat, black, cross-eyed dude who, he ain't get no cheeks from any women, But he's got plenty of songs. Nas, you can go down the line. Tupac, all these guys, they all rhyme about sleeping with women, their body counts with women and everything. Mm-hmm. And then a woman does it, like you said, and then it's all this uproar about it. And that's and it just shows you how things still haven't changed. As much as we take those steps forward, it's like we're still standing in the same place. And that's a problem.
It is. And like they, and honestly too, like they were, the content was what the content was, but they were rapping on that song. Like they were skating on that beat. Mm-hmm. They gave me like two of America's Most Wanted vibes. The way they were going back and forth, like, and then that sample. The cool thing too, if you listening to it too, they took a sample from that older people can relate to and know that sample. Mm-hmm. Like we've heard that before. Like how many times you screamed out in the club, like that sample, like all the time. Like so, we were already. As soon as I heard that beat, I was already invested. I was in. So then they go on and like, listen, I'm not mad. Like, why would I be mad at that? Like for me as a grown up, I'm talking about a grown up. Now, here's the thing I think people are really upset about is that people don't do as good a job as our parents did, I feel, of policing their kids. Like, there's going to be kids out here listening to this song that should be listening to the song.
Oh, absolutely.
But that's not Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B's fault. That's your fault as a parent. If your kids walk around talking about there's some in this house, there's some in this house, that's you. You did that. That's your fault. Like my children will be far away from the song. It's not gonna be played in the car. It's not gonna be played anytime around when they're around.
You can't even do a Kids Bop version of that song.
No. Kids Bop was stressed out. They said there's some woes in this house because it's 2020. There's some woes in this house. There's some woes in this house. They try to think of everything. They can't Kids Bop that.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
What the acronym gonna be for the kids? No, but like there's some things that, but that's the thing though. There are some things that are for adults and some things for kids. Like, you know, Cardi. The only song my daughter knows by Cardi B is "Finesse." Really, that's the only thing she really listens to for Cardi B. With the one with Bruno Mars. That's the only thing that's kind of appropriate for her to listen to. You know, like Megan Thee Stallion. Nah, not really. That's not for you.
Well, the Beyonce song now.
Yeah, Savage. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I don't mind her listening to that so much. That's not that bad. But other than that,
and you know, another issue is with this too is that it just goes to show you how uncomfortable people are to talk about sex.
Yeah.
Not only with just adults talking sex, but even talking sex inside your own family with your kids.
Right.
You know, it's like if you're at the barbecue and that song comes on.
Not the barbecue.
You know, right now everybody gonna feel uncomfortable because you're looking at your kids. They like there's some hole in this house.
No, I'm gonna look at my kids like this.
Well, I'm not talking about young. I'm talking about kids that are 18 and up.
Right.
Like you're looking at them like you got cross-eyed first, like, yo, why are you? But then you're like, yeah, but this is your joint, and if I was your age, this would be my joint. So you get in that weird area, and it's because we don't talk about sex. It's uncomfortable.
Right.
It's like no different from watching a movie and a sex scene comes on.
Oh man,
with 19, 20, 21, you're
like your parents.
Yeah, you're just feeling all uncomfortable.
That's super awkward. Yeah,
and that's because we don't talk about sex.
You're trying, like you're in your head. You're like, end it.
You're right. Or when you take your kid to a movie and you don't know there's a sex scene in it, and you see it come on, and you're like,
oh no. Yeah.
How'd you like the movie? I loved it. It was alright.
You too excited. Yeah.
That's another big issue, man. We got to get more comfortable with talking about something that we all do, we all have done, and we all love doing, having sex.
Yo, you know it's gonna be a crazy moment at the barbecue when the kids are like, "There's some in this house," and then you look over, your parents like, "There's some in this house. There's some in this house." Hey kids, we back in like 10 minutes.
and nobody gonna say the words. Everybody gonna bleep out all those bad words.
Yo. Honestly, my favorite line of the whole song when Megan Thee Stallion said she's gonna write her name. I said, what?
There are
we putting our signature on it now? Okay.
There are a lot of lines in that song. Like that. It's that whole song. I mean,
who do you think? Okay. Who do you think won? Cardi or Megan?
Cardi. Because Cardi she was just dripping it.
Yeah. She was like figuratively and literally dripping.
Yeah, dripping.
Yeah.
Dripping.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think Cardi won, but I don't think Megan embarrassed herself.
Oh no, not at all.
I think it went to the judges.
Cardi just
definitely with time limit.
But it fits. To me, that's Cardi's image.
That's her lane.
So she stayed in her lane and she was speeding through the lane.
That's her lane. Yeah. They both were skating on that beat. They were skating.
And then the cameo.
Cameos. Yeah, we have a couple.
Multiple cameos, but the big cameo with the Kardashian coming through. Kylie.
So did you see that was met with controversy also, which I think what people need to realize and remember is that controversy and people not liking something isn't necessarily a bad thing in 2020. And that's what I think they understood, that there are going to be people who are really going to love this appearance, people are really going to hate this appearance. But no matter what, it's a reaction. And that's what you want. You want the reaction. And there was actually a petition to get her removed from the video. It had over 50,000 signatures to get her out of it.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know why people are just mad about this. It's not that serious.
You know, they did there's another fan cut of it, and it's Christina Aguilera walking down the hallway. Yo,
wait, like a real one or like a fake?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like an alternate with Christina Aguilera.
Yeah, like a fan made a fan made.
Oh, a fan made it. Okay.
Yeah, but they had Christina Aguilera walking down the hallway. It's dope.
Really?
Yeah, she loved it.
See, I would have thought a perfect one of the Kylie Jenner was a good pick again because of controversy, but if it was me, it would have been Rihanna. That should have been walking down the hallway. Should have been Rihanna.
That Kylie's perfect.
I believe it was a great pick, but Rihanna would have broke the internet. If they had Rihanna in that cameo, it would have broke everything.
I mean, there's a lot of people that could have put in that cameo that would have broke the internet.
Right, but I mean ones that make sense. Like Beyonce, that would not have made sense.
Right.
She don't need to be out there like that. Like that's somebody's wife. Don't do that.
So's Cardi.
Yeah, but it's different because she's younger. She's younger, and she came in the game with that image. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see Beyonce walking down the hallway. I don't want to know what room she's going into.
Well,
we need to leave that alone.
She already said Tina told us something on Savage.
Basically, she all talking about demon time.
See, look, we can't get comfortable. We'll see somebody older living that life.
I guess.
Listen, man, we all enjoy it. We all like doing it.
You that was an excellent point. It's so true how uncomfortable we are having those conversations, and like, you know, even here, like I said, like my ears were bleeding for the first 30 seconds. I didn't know what to do. I said, "Whoa, what are we doing? Whoa!" It was all 10 o'clock in the morning. It was all early.
It dropped that night. I watched it that night. I was like,
okay,
whoa.
Yeah, but
they going in.
I mean, listen, if you can't be inspired by WAP, you maybe need to retire. I should be inspired. You need to put in your best work.
Yeah. I mean, that's a cut right there.
Absolutely. Yo, so listen, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, I think I found a professional league I qualify for. I'm excited to talk about it because you might be my partner.
Oh boy.
If you can bring it.
Oh boy.
It's totally unclear. It's Marques. It's Jarvis. We'll be right back.
I came out in the 11th grade. Nobody was embracing you. The kids were cruel. It was very difficult to be gay. Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. And even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma. I have a mentor, Maria, and she convinced me to continue my education. Just never judges. She's a true role model.
From the depths of my heart, I thank you, Maria, for being a friend and a beautiful person. No one receives a diploma alone, and I'm honored to share this moment with you. Thank you.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Yes, sir. Welcome back. It's totally unclear. Marques, Jarvis.
Yeah.
So I have found a league that I think I may qualify for. Post Malone was on the Joe Rogan podcast last week and has announced that he is starting his own beer pong league, professional beer pong league.
There's already beer pong leagues around.
Professional.
Sponsored. Professional sponsored leagues by the beer companies. They've been doing it forever.
But Post is doing one. This got my attention.
Oh boy.
I'm excited. I feel that this is something that I might be down for.
Wait. Time out. Hold up. Taste the cake break. You don't drink beer, do you?
Yeah, I drink beer. Oh yeah. I drink.
I've never seen you drink a beer.
Well,
I see you drink that bullshuck. What is it? Fuzzy navel? What do you drink?
A fuzzy navel? I drink screwdrivers.
Screwdrivers. I know
fuzzy navels.
It was something you drink.
Screwdriver, first of all, is one of the most popular drinks in the world. Thank you.
Screwdriver is not, but go ahead.
It is. If we looked up top 10 alcoholic beverages, I bet you Screwdriver's top 10.
I think Screwdriver is falling out of your top 10.
All right,
but
I'm
I digress.
I'm going to research this right now. But anyway.
But I've never seen you drink a beer in my life. No,
I do. I do drink a beer. See, it depends what I'm trying to do. If I'm trying to have like a filthy good night, that I need liquor to do that. But if I'm just chilling, like if I'm sitting at home, like watching a baseball game or watching a game, something like that, I'll definitely have a beer. My favorite beer is I like Molson Canadian. It's my favorite beer. It's good beer.
Excuse me, say what, huh?
Molson Canadian.
What?
What?
Say it one more time.
It's Molson. Molson Canadian.
Oh, something's wrong with my headphones.
Do you even know what that beer is?
Molson Canadian beer?
Yes. It's again a very popular beer.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure every beer is popular, but that doesn't mean we all drink them. Okay.
Well, I enjoy Molson. I'll do Heineken. But like Molson is the best for me, the best tasting beer. I enjoy that. And then I'll do like some IPA stuff, but I'm by no way like a beer like expert. I don't know much about like beers. Like a lot of people like compare beers with certain foods and knows I don't do that. Like I'm just looking for nice taste and something that makes me feel good about myself.
Molson Canadians and screwdrivers.
Yeah.
My man.
Vodka tonics.
My man.
Yeah. What beer do you drink?
I drink honestly I drink everything, but I drink a lot of IPAs now. With all the beer companies out here. Drink a lot of IPAs. But if I drink a commercial type, whatever, Corona, Heineken, Yuengling. At that point, it doesn't matter.
Corona for me is only summertime, though. I can't do Corona in the wintertime. I think that's weird. I think Corona is just from like May, like Labor Day, like Memorial Day to Labor Day, and then it's out. I don't do Corona in the wintertime. It's weird.
A Shandy's more of a summer beer or something like that. You want Corona, you drink that all year round, man.
Nah, you don't drink Corona all year round. That's actually a faux pas.
No, it's not.
It's a faux pas. You don't drink Corona all year round.
Canadian should only be drank in the wintertime.
That's not true either. That's not true either. Both those statements are not true.
Oh my God.
So my question out of this, first of all, I think like beer pong is a universally loved drinking game. Right. What is your favorite drinking game?
Beer pong is cool. Flip cup is cool. Cornhole's cool. When you can drink with cornhole. You can make anything a drinking game.
Yeah, cornhole's good. Cornhole's an underrated drinking game.
But yeah, those would be my top three. My
favorite's flip cup. Because I like the competitiveness of flip cup, along with the fact that beer pong, I like beer pong, but one thing about it, if you're playing a team that sucks, you're not drinking really. You can drink as you play, but you know what I mean? You're not. It can be disjointed if you don't have two good teams going at it. And it can be kind of it can last a little bit too long. Where flip cup is moving. If another team sucks, they're gonna get washed. That's it. You know what I mean? That's just it. But the cool thing is you're still drinking as you're playing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, not without a doubt. But beer that game.
Now you tell me if this is cheating, because there's been some controversial rulings on this. What I like to do for flip cup. Okay. So I like to use the condensation to my advantage. So I'll create a little bit of wet spot. I embrace that wet spot, kind of wipe it in my area, because then the cup sticks when it lands. Now, is that cheating to you? Would you call me out if we play against each other? Now people don't usually see it. People have seen it occasionally. They're like, "Yo, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Yo, I'm just keeping my area nice and lubricated. Make sure when it flips, I stick."
Listen, to me, it's all part of the game because people are knocking cups over. People are splashing out the cups. They're pulling the ball out the water and it's getting all over the table. The table is wet all the time anyway.
Right.
So if you need that extra advantage, that's fine.
I didn't say no. Now you're doing too much. I didn't say the extra advantage. It's not an extra advantage.
If you need that extra advantage to win the game, then that's fine. Everybody.
I don't think it's an extra advantage. You didn't have to throw that in like that. That was unnecessary.
You don't need to do that then. At the end of the day,
it's not about needing to do it. It's about wanting to do it. Everyone has a competitive advantage.
Exactly. There you go. So to get your extra advantage,
a competitive advantage and an extra advantage are different. Extra advantage you're saying is cheating. A competitive advantage is me using my head and coming up with something that makes me have a better shot.
Okay, you cheating then. Yeah, that's an extra
That's
advantage.
not cheating. Now you're changing your opinion.
That's an extra advantage. Yeah, that's an extra advantage. It's cheating then.
How is cheating?
If that's the definition of an extra advantage, you're cheating.
It's not an extra advantage.
Yeah,
There's nothing extra about it.
Is the other team doing it?
They don't know about it, maybe.
That's cheating. That's cheat. That's the definition of that's cheating right there.
Here's the deal. No, here's why it's not cheating. Because if someone else on the other team did it, I don't care.
But they don't. Only you do it. Look, when you start the game, you don't say, hey, these are some of the rules. We can do this with the cup, make sure it sticks better. So everybody has a fair advantage.
I don't even tell you. I don't even tell you about it.
Because you're cheating. That's what cheaters do. That's what cheaters do.
I've been flip cupping since 97,
so
I know all the ins and outs. I know all the ins and outs. I don't want a dry table. I don't want a dry table. I need a lubricated table.
Yeah, you got cheating. Flip cup?
No, I'm not cheating. That's not cheating. That's incorrect.
Your shot must not be straight. Yeah, you must not be able to shoot that
shot.
Bro,
my flip is on point. I'm a flip cup. Like the dream game I'm most confident in is flip cup. I'm a confident flip cupper. Do you ever do the one-on-one flip cup? That'll get you in trouble. Like going 5 cups one-on-one. And then people now, oh my God, now the kids are doing, we used to do it with beer. Now they're doing it like shots.
Yeah. You all play, let's play.
That's crazy. I've seen them flip cup almost injuries. I see people falling to the table, passing it out, going to sleep. It's a lot.
Man. Yeah, that's look, if you want to play, then they're saying let's play. We'll upgrade the shots instead of beer.
Yo, so I had a super awkward moment on Instagram about a week and a half ago that we need to talk about.
Oh boy.
So
that doesn't sound good.
So it's not. It was really uncomfortable. So like when you get alerts from Instagram, it tells you when like one of your friends go live.
Right.
So like it was a person I hadn't seen in a while went live, and I was like, oh, that's weird. I haven't talked or seen in a while. Let me see what they're up to. I click on live. He was live streaming a memorial service. So like, I'm looking at this. I'm like literally like you see like the casket, like the people are like upset and crying, and I'm like, I felt bad, but I want to get out of there. I felt like I had to stay. I was stressed out. I was like,
you don't want to pay your respects?
No, I don't know the person. Why are you live streaming this? This shouldn't be live streamed.
You ain't want to send them money?
No. Don't do that.
What? I'm just asking a question. You ain't going to pay your respects and you ain't want to send them some money? Why not?
Don't listen.
For those who don't remember, Marques sent money to his aunt's ex, who he never met before when he passed away.
And guess what?
And a card.
And guess what? This weekend, I'm about to do it again. This weekend. My grandma's sister passed away. I'm about to do it again. Another one.
One more time in a circle.
Another one. No, but I didn't know what to do. Like I was sitting there, like, cause like, here's the deal with death. It's hard to relate when someone dies that you don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know the person. I'm not involved at all. Like this, and also too, it's not like so. Like if you lost someone and you called me and was talking to me about it, it would be different because like you and I are cool. We talk all the time. And I would want to be there for you. But like with this person, we hadn't talked in like a couple of years, so I'm very far removed from that line. So like, but at the same time, I didn't want to come across disrespectful by just immediately getting out. So I hung around for a couple minutes. I was uncomfortable.
That was nice of you. But look, this is how the world has changed. Same thing. Mm-hmm. My aunt passed away a couple months ago, and the funeral was in South Carolina, and this is when South Carolina just jumped up as one of the hot spots. So a lot of my family was like, yo, we can't go down there. We can't risk catching in COVID-19 going down there just for the funeral. And we were asking, hey, can you guys, somebody say, hey, can you live stream it? Is there any way we can watch it? So we could show our support, be there, and be a part of it. But they didn't do that. But this is how things are changing. And that's okay.
that's cool. Like I get it for I guess for you guys, yeah, live streaming it, like I get it for like you guys because like you guys are family. But for me on the outside, it's like
Just tripping into it. You
How
went
did
through
I
the
get
wrong
here?
door.
Basically, like imagine just like
Through the birthday
walking-
party, through there.
Right, exactly. That's what, yeah. Imagine like someone like, yo, yeah, the party's over there. You walk in, it's like sad organ music, big huge hats, people weeping, and you're like, but then you're like, you're trapped. You're like, I can't leave. You sit down. You're like, I guess. I've had some odd funeral situations in my life. I'm gonna tell us a quick story. Back in 2016, I have groups of cousins all over the country, basically. And I had a group of cousins, two cousins that I hadn't seen in almost 10 years. I lived in Maryland for a couple of years, and we were super close when I lived there back in the early 2000s. But due to life, whatever, we all kind of drifted apart. One of them went to the military. That's kind of the reason why. Also, because she is just trapped. She's all over the place. Like she lived in Hawaii, now she's in Kansas City. She's been in Texas. She's everywhere. So it's hard to kind of pin her down. And then the other one moved to West Virginia. So like we just kind of just spread out. So I called the one up, the military one. She was in Texas at the time. I was like, yo, we need to get together. And she's like, well, why don't you come visit? And I'm like, all right, bet. So I called up the other cousin, and we set it up to come visit in like March. So we're going to just outside San Antonio. So we get it together. We all fly out there, and her mom, who I was close to, my other cousin, while I'm out there, the second day gets super sick and passes away.
Wow.
Yeah, bro, it was crazy. Like, and like I'm a person. I believe that like things happen for a reason. I think we were brought together because it was known that was going to happen. Like someone out there knew that was going to happen. You believe in God. I do. I believe that knew that was going to take place. So we were all together for a reason. So anyway, we like to fly back. Like we were trying to change our flights, stuff like that. We all couldn't do it. So we had to rent a car. So we could drive. We drove from Texas to Maryland. We did 19. I drove 19 to 24 hours because they were really upset. Mm-hmm. So we get back to Maryland, and the viewing takes place, which is an awkward all time anyway for a lot of people, because some people it's hard for them to look at a dead body or whatnot, and like you're seeing it for the first time. And I have a cousin that is one of the most inappropriate people that you will ever be around. Everybody has this cousin that you don't want to take places because they're just inappropriate. They're just doing things that normal people just wouldn't do, but like they don't understand what they're doing is wrong. They don't get it. This is my cousin Eric. Cousin Eric, love him to death. Most inappropriate person I've ever been around in my life. Just doing things constantly that you're like, Eric, you can't do that. It's not a thing. This man is walking up to the casket, I lie to you not, taking selfies and videotaping the body. Literally, this man said, selfie time all over the body. My cousin Rihanna sees this. She's one of them. She's like, yo, like, if you don't get your cousin, I'm going to go up there and I'm going to strangle this man in front of everybody. So I'm the one that's designated. I had to go up there and have the conversation with cousin Eric, put the phone away. I was like, cuz, listen, I don't know what the purpose, I don't know if you're filming some documentary. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm going to need you to put the camera away. You can't be taking selfies with dead bodies. That's weird. And it's making everyone in this room uncomfortable. Please go sit down. And he always goes, this was the answer to everything. He goes, oh, my bad. I didn't think about that. I was like, I know cousin Eric. Just please go sit down.
he like, memories, man.
I mean, yes, I see that to an extent, but you can see how it come across a little disrespectful. Like it didn't look right. It didn't look right, and people were upset. They were not okay. Like, listen, here's the problem with what he did. I've seen people take pictures before, but it's very discreet. This man was doing a photo shoot. It was not discreet at all. He was lined up, getting clothes.
Was he smiling in the selfies?
He smiled a couple times. He did some serious ones. It was too much.
Let him grieve the way he wants to grieve.
It was too much. It was too much.
See,
it was too much.
Everybody was got something wrong with somebody doing something.
It was too much, bro. It was too much. It was a lot. I'd step in and intervene like Cousin Eric.
Man.
No, not the news. But so there's movies people have that they hold in high regard, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like people have these movies that they think are so great, so amazing, and whatever. There's one movie in particular for me that I've always thought was super cheesy that so many people thought was like a great movie. Do you remember Save the Last Dance?
Save the Last Dance. Oh, with
Julia Stiles.
Julia Stiles, yeah.
Yeah. So I've always hated this movie.
That movie was bomb, yo.
First of all, bomb, yo.
That movie was bomb.
Did you immediately go back to the era saying bomb? No, it was terrible. I'm gonna tell you why it was bad. First of all, the story in itself, the idea of the story is pure and good. I like the idea of the story. It was cast all wrong. Here's why it was cast wrong. What's the guy's name? Something Patrick Harris. Sean Patrick Harris, I think his name is.
Yeah.
Sean Patrick Harris, the lead guy, has a major flaw. The movie is called Save the Last Dance. This man can't dance. So you cast like that casting was wrong from the he can't dance. And then they painted Julia Stiles as a person that can't dance, which is not true. Julia Stiles actually, if you know Julia Stiles, can actually dance. So now you have a person that can't dance teaching a person that can dance. So it's automatically weird. And also too, like a lot of the dynamics of the movie came across like really, really cheesy. The only one, like Sean Patrick Harris, his background story was like he was this reformed like G. If you look at Sean Patrick Harris, he don't like no G at all. That ain't that dude. He's not that dude. Like Fredro Starr was the only one cast appropriately. Fredro Starr from Onyx. Like he played his part perfectly. That's who he is. But he's not friends with Sean Patrick Harris in real life. They ain't hanging out. They don't hang out in the same places. So that whole thing was weird too. And then like you had some of those dance breakdowns, which could have been really cool, but they made Julia Stiles look corny. And Sean Patrick Harris, you can tell he really can't dance. Like you needed somebody in there that looked the part. Like where was Usher Raymond? Was he busy that week? Like, I know that was a little young for Chris Brown. Chris Brown was probably 13 at the time, so too young. But we could have got Usher up in there. He could have done that. Like there's other people that you could have cast that would have made more sense. Even the way you look at the way that he was teaching her how to dance, it was from a perspective of a person that never taught someone how to dance before or can dance. Everything, all the advice was completely wrong and inaccurate. But he was like, "Yo, when you feel the beat, you just move side to side like this." Left, right. No, bro, that's trash. That ain't it, bro. That's not it at all.
I mean, is he teaching her how to dance like opera, like hip hop or something? Like
yeah, he was teaching her how to dance hip hop, but he was doing it. It was trash. It was all trash. And you could tell like his like listen, it's a movie, so that movie can make you look good. But real ones know that was a lot of camera angles happening to make it look like that man could actually dance. He couldn't. Trash. So that's a movie that a lot of people hold up to high regards in our era. Like one of like Save the Last Dance was like, yo, Save the Last Dance. Yeah, Save the Last Dance. So my question to you is, what show, movie, whatever, do people say to you are this great masterpiece and you're like, nah, that was trash?
That's a good one. You know what? There's a lot of movies out there, but oh man, what's a movie? You know what? The Transformer movies.
Okay.
And all of them are trash to me. People love them all, but especially the one, I think it was the third one, where They had the Jigaboo Transformers in there.
The what now?
They were like Jigaboo Transformers. Like they had,
Jigaboo?
yeah, like they had Asian Transformers that transformed into motorcycles. Then they had these two black Transformers. You could tell they were black people as Transformers. They had like gold teeth, chains.
What?
Talking
What?
slang. Yo.
No, not the Transformers.
I'm telling you, bro, it's a mess. I mean, Michael Bay went off in this one with the explosions and all, but this movie,
was too much.
It was like when they went there with it, I'm like, yo, what are we really doing here?
Yeah.
Like, what are we really doing? And it was so racistly typecast that way. I hate that movie, especially out of all of them. I hate that one the most. But they're all trash to me. And it may stem from that movie now. I just hate it, like everyone that comes out is just like, man, another trash Transformers movie. But that part of it, it really rubbed me the wrong way.
Transformers is tough. I don't see how it's possible to transform Transformers to a movie that for grown-ups. Like Transformers for the kids. Like when I was a kid, it was cool because you had the toys, you had the cartoon. But how am I supposed to be sitting here as a grown-ass man watching a movie that's supposed to be, I'm supposed to think this is realistic, to have cars and things transforming into people? Like that don't make, like as a grown-up, it doesn't.
It does if
it's hard to do that.
It does if you're into it. It does if you're into that stuff any type of way. Like the Bumblebee movie they did, the first like 10 minutes were on Cybertron, where they're from, and this war they're having. That 10 minutes of that movie is the best part of that whole movie. It's like epicness, the way they did that and filmed that, greatness. But the rest of it, nah. But it's just, I mean, the body count in these Transformers kill so many humans, it's ridiculous. The body count is through the roof and everything. Like it's just, but that one, man, I'm telling you, you got to go watch this one. If you ever see, you'll be shocked when these Transformers open their mouth.
All right,
and start
I'll check
speaking.
it out.
It's horrendous.
Speaking of things we gotta check out, I think you and I might need to go on a road trip to Oregon.
To?
Oregon.
Oregon?
Yeah, so check this out.
That's far.
Oregon, it is, but they have something really cool just happened there. The last blockbuster ever, like the last block, and for those of you who are younger, Blockbuster Video for us is before we had all entertainment just at our house, you had to leave the house to get entertainment. Blockbuster Video was a place where you went to get your videotapes.
Mm-hmm.
You get video games there also. You get videotapes. They had some snacks for your movies. Mm-hmm. Like, entertainment for us back in the day was mom and dad going, hey, they watch a movie tonight? You're like, yay! Let's go, guys. We're going to Blockbuster Video. Everyone hop in the station wagon, head into Blockbuster Video, pick out a movie for maybe a mom and dad movie for later after kids go to bed. The kids pick out a movie.
Yep.
You get your popcorn. You get your popcorn right there, and you're set for the night. It's a good night. You maybe get a video game for the weekend if you're lucky. It's a great night.
Yeah.
So, obviously, in this world, we don't need Blockbuster Video anymore.
No.
So the last ever Blockbuster Video has been converted into an Airbnb.
Really?
But here's the best part about it. They have kept the store looking the same. So it's kind of like you're sleeping in the store. How cool is that?
That is dope.
And they have the video. You can actually watch movies with the videotape there. They have like the popcorn there. It's a whole thing. And it gets even better. Right now, $4 a night.
That's like a rental for the movie. That's
I'm
the same price
in.
of the movie.
Yeah, I'm in. How cool is that? I'm in. I want to go right now.
That is dope.
Yeah, so like I was really excited about that. I think that's something. I hope this is not like just like a publicity stunt. They have it here for like 2 weeks to take it down. This is something they need to have up forever because people like of our generation. Are you kidding me? I would love to stick with a Blockbuster Video. Like I think we all had that fantasy. Like I know I did as a kid, sleeping in like your favorite store, like getting locked in like the mall. Like everyone had that fantasy getting locked in the mall for a night until you realize they gave up all the stores.
Yeah.
So you pretty much that old, right? You pretty much that old person is doing laps around the circles, you know. But
that's cool though. Yeah, no, I'm with that. Yeah, I'm with it. Road trip. I'm with that.
Yeah, no, we got to get up in there.
Man, that's when I tweeted about Blockbuster today, this morning.
That's weird. Really?
Yeah, I did.
That's crazy. But yeah, that's definitely something I want to get done in my lifetime before I check out. I'm gonna go step in a Blockbuster video.
That's what's up. Yeah, let's make that road trip.
We need to make that happen.
That
But
needs to
listen,
happen.
we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Check us out at Totally Unclear on all platforms. Check me out at Marques P. Tweeting on all platforms.
I'm gonna say Gerb on everything.
And until next week, there's some in this house. There's some in this house. There's some in this house. There's some
Marques,
in
cut
this
that
house. Late.